What's up, YouTube? This is not normally the type of video I like to make. I'm usually trying to be more positive. I will admit a lot of shorts that I've been doing lately have been a little bit on the negative side, and I've seen the feedback from it. So I'm working on that. I'm gonna try to make those a little bit better. As far as this video, I think it has to be a little bit negative. It ain't gotta be too negative, but just a little bit. I gotta say this because I think I'm gonna name this Xbox, I'm holding you to the fire. Microsoft Xbox, I'm holding you to the fire. I understood you had to take a couple L's when it comes to 2022, but for 2023, you cannot take any more L's. That's just coming from a fan of the platform. Redfall and Starfield were the two games that were your main games that got delayed. I need those games to definitely come out in 2023. You had a few things come out in 2022. I can't just throw you completely under the fire. You know, I can hold you to it, but I can't throw you completely under the fire because you did still have Scorn. You did still have some stuff drop day one in the Game Pass. I know A Plague's Tale, the second one was one of them. I'm still playing the first one. I gotta get through the first one, but the second one was one of them, right? But the thing about it is, it's just like we've heard about so many games that are in the works and so many big titles that I'm looking forward to myself. Hellblade 2 is one of them. Elder Scrolls 6 is another one. I want to see how much better these type of games can be under your watch, under your money. And I know there was like a whole lot of problems, you know, with the head of 343 Studios, forgot her name, Bonnie Ross, right? You know, her leaving for the personal reasons, however that is and stuff, and her job being split into three people, I guess. But I just want to see, like, once you've made all your changes, I know you've been trying to make changes and do it for the better of the platform, for the brand, for everything you got going on. I see it, I appreciate it, but somehow, some way, your competition was able to put out first party product that's bigger, big first party product. I can give you Scorn to an extent. I guess I can give you Scorn, but I want to see more from you. You are doing so much behind the scenes in the future. You know, I'm sick of talking about the Activision deal. I've done that so much on the podcast, Rocket Launcher podcast, right? Come check us out. But at the same time, it's like there's a lot of things going on Microsoft's side that has nothing to do with Call of Duty or Activision, and I want to see all of those games. Avowed was another one. I want to see that. Fable, I want to see that. I want to see what happens with these titles. I want to see more titles being introduced for your platform that's not timed exclusive, that's not going to another platform in a year or two, right? I don't want to see that. I want to see your platform where it's games that's coming to you and it stays with you, Game Pass or not. It's your games that are hot titles. They don't have to be walking simulators that are like over the shoulder action adventure, all of that stuff. It don't all have to be that. You can have one or two here and there, but I want to see a variety of different titles that start coming out. And from what we've been hearing, everything that you always been promising, 2023 is supposed to be a start of a very big year for you, and then 2024 is supposed to be like, my God, it's supposed to be all these games that are coming out one by one. I just want to see it. 2023 is looking bright. I'm really hoping that you bring it. Outside of Redfall and Starfield, I want to see other titles introduced. I want to see more coming to your platform, Microsoft. I don't know what else to say about it. I didn't really, you know, crack down on Xbox that much. I don't think it was fair, you know, even though I understand where everybody else is probably coming from. The fanboy talk is here and there, but at the same time, we really did live in a certain time frame where, you know, a lot of things was just out of their hand. I don't think acquisitions are going to be the answer to everything. I think we got to see what you're cooking outside of the acquisitions, right? Even outside of Bethesda, like take Bethesda out and take Activision out. We don't know if the Activision deal is going to close or not, but it looks like it probably was, even though there were some hiccups here and there recently. But outside of those two, it's like, well, Microsoft, you still bought a lot of other studios. You still was lining yourself up with all these other franchises. I want to see, you know, first party JRPGs on your platform and not just you're getting Persona series later. The Persona series is cool, but it's like for some of us, we already played it or we're playing playing it, you know? I don't want to start seeing games go to Xbox and Game Pass that we've already chewed up and spit out 2 years, 3 years prior. You know what I mean? That's kind of what it's starting to look like when you're grabbing a lot of other franchises. I will say it's still cool to port this stuff, but I don't want it to look like that's the headline. Like that should be the opening act for you, not the headline. That's all I'm saying. So I'm holding you to the fire for that. There's one other thing. I was gonna make a whole other video, but I think I could just stick it in here because I don't think it needs to be a whole other video. But the acquisitions causing prices to increase on your platform, I don't really like that a little bit. I can understand if we blame it on inflation. Almost every company now has gotten away with blaming increasing your prices because of inflation. I can't give you, you know, the pass for increasing Game Pass or anything else because you bought Activision. You know what I mean? Like if I'm the consumer, like it's not my problem that you bought other companies to go into Game Pass. Like I will pay for Game Pass for what is already in there. And yes, I would like to see more, but that doesn't mean I want to just keep paying more because I'm still okay with what's in there. And I want to see you produce more based on what you already have to go in there. If that makes sense. I don't know if I said all that right. Somebody get me though, right? Somebody understands that. I don't see the value on Xbox side in increasing Game Pass simply because they bought another company. I don't see how that helps the business on the customer side. Like why would I want to just start paying more? Because I could have just paid for the game outside of Game Pass and still had Game Pass, right? And not have it increase to like $20 a month, right? It's just my thought on it. That's all I'm saying about it. I don't want this to go too long. It's already kind of long as it is. So I'm gonna wrap this up right now. Let me know what you think about that. Are you holding Xbox to the fire, or are you giving up on Xbox? Some of y'all already gave up on Xbox before the generation started. Whatever, man. I'm still keeping everything. I want everything, but I want everybody to thrive, and I want to see what they can do in 2023. That's all I got for you here. Leave a like on this video. Leave me a comment what you think about Xbox. I will see you on the next video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and peace.